ones, empaths. These narcissists that are involved in your life, they get to a conclusion in their minds. They think, right, I don't need them. I can go on without them. I don't need them. Right? This is what they get to the place in their minds. I'm not trying to trigger you now, but this is the reason why they cut you off. Right? They get to a place when they think they don't need you. Another reason why they cut you off or ghost you or do this disappearing act or things of this nature is because, you know, they like to have someone around. Chosen ones and empaths are very like, as much as you're loving and caring and stuff like that, you know, you confuse them a bit, you know, and you're slightly unpredictable. And narcissists like to have everything in place. They like to have control over everything. So oftentimes they resort to doing this cutting off, this ghosting, these types of things because, you know, they can't, they have you under their spell, but they don't have complete control over you, and it frustrates them. So they come to this conclusion in their minds that they're going to cut you off. They think that they can cope without you. They think they can do this without you. You know, this is what they come to the conclusion of, you know. But when they realize they've lost you, you know, when it really kicks in, it will take a little time, not too long, maybe a few weeks, a month. They'll start to realize that they've lost something special. You know, narcissists, they transition into new relationships very quickly. So they don't heal, they don't take time out, they just rush into new things. And they'll start to realize very soon, you know, the qualities that you had, the benefit you was being around them, and also just being around you brightened up their own lives, you know. And without you in it, they start to realize, you know, that things aren't so great. And this plan that they had to cut you off, you know, it didn't line up the way they planned it. You know, they could have been planning on monkey branching to a new supply that they thought was better. Whatever the reason, you know, it doesn't work out the way they think it does, right? But you don't need to take offense from a narcissist cutting you off. Really, it's a compliment. Really, when a narcissist, especially when they ghost, or when they ghost and things like that, especially the ghosting nature of a narcissist, when they do things like that, that is often because they can't seize full control over you, and you're being a bit unpredictable, you see. But what drives them insane is the fact that they've cut off the very person who brightened up their own lives, you see, and they find themselves caught in a bind. They find themselves stuck. What do? How do they get you back? There's no strategy in place. They don't know how to build the bridge. They don't know how to apologize. They don't know how to repair the relationship. And oftentimes they've done it in a way of ghosting. They've done it in a way of complete disappearing, you know, becoming so toxic towards the end, you know, abuse and stuff like that, you know, and they really haven't left the relationship in a good way. So they're kind of stuck, and this starts to infuriate the narcissist, and slowly but surely it will start to drive them insane, you know. And you go from being that person in their minds that they wanted rid of to that person that got away from them. And that's the way they view it. And that's what a lot of you victims out there that have suffered from narcissistic abuse don't realize, what you become in the mind of the narcissist. You're not the reject. You're not the one that no one wants. You're not that person. You're the one that got away. And that's how they view it. Because you see, they've got their fingers in many supplies, right? That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean? They've got their hands and clutches on many supplies out there. You know, they've got them on the shelf. They know where they're at. They know they could go back in their life. They know they could waltz back in their life. But they've got their paws over many supplies out there, you know. And the difference with you is you've become that very one that got away from them, and they have no access to. They can't contact you. They don't know how to contact you. They don't know the words to say. So you become that one that got away, which is driving them insane. To stay informed on topics like these, subscribe to the channel. If you want to shed some light on a personal situation, book a one-to-one session. I do all countries and time zones. Join the empath group meeting coming up. Links for all I've mentioned are in the description box below. But that's who you become, right? So they want you under the impression, you know, when they ghost you or they do a disappearing act, they want you under the impression that you're a reject, that you're this. But honestly, it initiated the reason for them going down this path of wanting to ghost you, wanting to cut you off, wanting to do these things, is because they couldn't figure you out, you know, and you confused them slightly. You know, you were unpredictable. They couldn't, you know, the other suppliers that they've been around, they have full control over. They know they can anticipate their next move. They know what they're going to do. You made them feel a bit edgy. You know, you made them feel slightly edgy. And this is often why they went down this path, you know. But they did think, with that being said, they did think that they could handle life without you. They did think that life would be okay. They could just go to a new supply and you'll be a thing of the past, right? Because they've done this to other suppliers time and time again, right? But there's a difference with you. You being a chosen one and an empath that you are, they realize that all of the qualities that you have, they start to remember. And it doesn't matter the period of time that you're in the relationship with them. It's the impact the chosen one and the empath makes on the life of the narcissist, right? It's the impact you make. It doesn't matter if you were there for a few months, a month, a year, 10 years. It doesn't matter. You make a significant impact. So you don't need to worry about them with a new supply that they may be in a new relationship with someone longer. It really doesn't matter. It's the impact you make on the life of them, right? And the supply source that they get from you really is what is basically what it's based on, you know. But this drives them insane because they're in this position where they know they want you back, but they're stubborn as anything, right? They're stubborn as anything, and they don't know how to get you back without losing the power, the power dynamic, like the control of the power dynamic. They don't know how to get back on level terms with you. They don't see a way. And this drives them crazy. They think about it day and night. They think of ways and strategies. They ruminate, right? This could be prompting you to ruminate about them. You see that you're on their minds constantly, and they don't know how to build this bridge back across to you. You know, so it really does drive them insane. And also, you know, the way they view you is not the reject. They hope you're under that impression, but you've come across this video here and maybe other videos that are alike, you know. They want you under that impression that you're the reject and you're the outcast and you're the one no one wants. But really, in their minds, you're the one that got away. That's how they see it. And that's how they'll always see it. You know, like I said in the earlier segment, they have control over these other suppliers. They know where these suppliers are at. They know where these suppliers are on their healing journey. They know these other suppliers still want them back. They know this about them. They're constantly, you know, running analysis, spying, looking on social media, finding from flying monkeys. They're trying to find that information about the former suppliers. And you're one of those former suppliers. And they're confused about, you know, they're confused about, especially the way that they break it off with the chosen one and empath is so catastrophic, you know. You know, they really thought they had it worked out, that life would be okay without you in it, you know. So that's why they went full force, you know, and also to punish you for the confusion that you caused them. But they, you know, the unpredictability and the confusion that you caused them, they wanted to just cast you aside, you know, make you feel like a reject, make you feel like nothing. They wanted to get rid of you. But life's not easy without you in it. And this is what they learn to know, you know. It's what they learn to know. So this is what they're out there now, you know, these narcissists that are involved in your life. And, you know, if they had the chance you know, they would be back in your life in an instant, because they've realized that they can't find your replacement. They've realized that people don't equate to your level. They realize that your morals and your values and your energy, you know, is something that you don't really find, and they won't find ever again. You know, they're not going to find this. They're not going to find this. So, you know, some of them may try and provoke you or do a hoover. It will often, rather than a declaration of love, it will most likely be a provoking or a baiting or something like that. You know, that's more likely what it's going to be. You know, they'll try and anger you from a distance. They'll try and do something. Don't pay that no mind. You know, don't pay that no mind. You know, they don't know how to get back onto your level. You know, they don't know how to get back down to your, not down to your level, back to your level, to just be back to normal, because the way that they broke off the relationship and cut you off, you know, they've done it in the worst possible way. So this drives them insane. It's something they think about day and night. You're on their minds constantly, and they can't shake it. It's a feeling they can't shake. You know, you do weigh heavily on their minds, and this will even occur after years apart. You know, you will always be that prominent force in their minds. Wherever they go, whoever they're with, whatever they're doing, they'll always remember you as a chosen one and the empath, because you got to understand they're not going to find another chosen one or empath ever again. Ever again. They've got plenty of supplies, back burner supplies, other supplies they can jump to, monkey branch to. They've got these, you know, old supplies, new supplies. They've got all of that. You know, they know where these supplies are. These supplies are predictable. They know what they're doing. They know what these supplies are anticipating. They know what these supplies do. You confuse them. You are unpredictable. And it's something they've always struggled to understand about you. They couldn't figure out what's going on in your mind, you know. They couldn't figure out what's going on in your mind. So, you know, they did think that when they because they're used to it, they're used to people begging for them, chasing after them. And you might have done that a little bit at the start, but, you know, you must have got onto your journey of healing and no contact and things like that. You know, they thought they would have you stuck for a while, you know, and you've obviously proven that you're not stuck. You're getting on with your life. You're doing your thing. You're healing. So their anticipation of what you would do, you didn't do what they anticipated you would do. They thought you'd stay stuck like these other suppliers. You know, they thought you'd stay stuck, not get over them, you know, and you may still be in the progress of getting over them and stuff, of course, but you're very different from the other suppliers they've dealt with, you know, and this drives them insane, you know, this drives them insane because you are now the one that got away. That's who you're always going to be in their minds, the one that got away, the one they can't have control of from a distance, the one that's not waiting for them on the shelf, the one that got away. That is who you are. You're not the reject. You're not the outcast. You're the one that got away. And they're pissed. They're furious. They're angry. They're going insane. They're bitter. They're twisted and annoyed at the fact that you have become that person that got away. Remember, narcissists always want control over you. Whether from a distance, whether close by, they always want control over everything. Everything's about control with narcissists. And you are uncontrollable. You are uncontrollable, unpredictable, and they certainly didn't expect you to be recovering the way that you are, right? They certainly didn't expect you to be able to get through what they've inflicted on you like the way you did. But just understand the reason why they cut you off in the way that they did was because you were unpredictable, was because they couldn't figure you out. You know, that's why they may have resorted to ghosting or things of that nature, you know. But wherever they are now, I know it's driving them insane because you are the one that got away. So anyway, enhance your experience. Get access to exclusive unseen videos and personal video requests. There's a 3-day free trial and can be cancelled at any time by going to your account page. Thanks for listening today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you want to donate, you don't have to, but if you'd like to support the channel, you can. Links in the description box below. For more narcissism-based content, check out our other channel, links in the description box. Please visit the forums. One of them is Tips to Heal, and I'd love to find out what helps you on your journey. Please book a healing session with me if if you need advice or some light shed on your situation. The Empath monthly group meeting is coming up at the end of the month. Limited space is available. There's a WhatsApp group for survivors to stay in touch. I'm also doing email consultations if you need a plan of action. The links for all I've mentioned are in the description box below. If you'd like to know more about your silent shatters narcissist and makes them revalue you, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back for another video soon. Peace.